Hey guys, so this little piece of equipment is called the Ghost Blind, and it's what I demonstrated in the woods. Basically you can see that it has reflective panels in the front here that pretty much reflect whatever is coming from the ground onto its surface. And this piece of equipment here is, as you can see, has dual purpose. It is an excellent tool for hunting. The animals pretty much, you can have deer walk right up to you and they don't even see you as long as they don't smell you. You're pretty much invisible. And even humans, if it's put into a proper place, like in the woods, where there's sometimes a little bit of brush in front and back, and it looks like it continues with that same kind of pattern that is on the ground, it is very, very effective. Now, the other thing too with it, it's not foolproof. As you can see, you can actually perceive the outline, and there's a contrast between the blind and the ground. And so again, it's not foolproof. Especially on a really bright sunny day, sometimes it can reflect the sun and make weird light patterns on the ground. Again, for animals, you're pretty much invisible, but if you're going to be using this against man, they can perceive it. So you have to be a little bit more careful and put it in a place where ideally, again, there's some brush in front, and the continuation of that brush continues in the back. So you can see the different applications that the Ghost Blind would have in if it was a post-collapse type of situation where there was a lot of violence and anarchy and you needed to defend, let's say, a home or a retreat or somewhere. You could set this up in a place where you could observe the area that you're looking out and be able to perceive threats before they perceive you. Now in the film, again, I was within 10 yards of the camera, and it's very difficult to see. Now obviously you can shoot someone 100 yards or more away and they're not going to see you at all, and you can easily have them within your sights. So obviously if you had a retreat and you had a permanent location, I would more recommend creating a natural blind that blends in better in the environment. But if you needed a hasty blind that is super quick to set up and that will conceal you very well, the Ghost Blind does an excellent job. And the other application that it would be really good for is bugging out. Now, sometimes in a bug out situation, you might not have the time to create a blind, or you might be in an urban setting where creating an urban type of blind would be a little bit more difficult if it was more out in the open. This type of Ghost Blind would be a perfect solution to that. Now obviously the Ghost Blind doesn't provide cover, it only provides concealment, but you could set up some type of cover behind the blind that you could shoot behind, so if someone did perceive you and shot through the blind, you'd still have protection. So let's take a closer look at the blind and see how it's made. You can see that it has these 4 reflective panels that reflect the surface that is in front of it. Typically these panels will sit at a sometimes 45 degree, up to a 45 degree angle or steeper, and they only go about, I believe it's 135 degrees total of cover. So you can see that it's just a camel pattern in the back here. You can set up actually 3 of these blinds to make a complete 360 degree concealment blind for yourself. To disassemble this, it's really simple. It just folds in on itself. Again, it's super lightweight. This can be actually strapped to your back. They do sell an accompanying backpack that will fit this blind in. Again, it's really light. I'm holding it with one finger here. So another situation that you might find yourself in is if you'd like to hunt in a place where you'd like to be discreet. So in that type of situation, you couldn't set up a permanent blind, or else other people will know that you've been in the area or that you're hunting in the area. This type of blind, again, is very good for that purpose, and can be carried in and out of your hunting area very simply.